What up, YouTube? It's the Ways, and I'm Tia, and today we're back with another video. Today is part 2 of the swatch party for Natasha Denona. We're gonna jump into like the cool tone shades that I organized from the first video. I hope you enjoy it, and this one was really fun. I really love a lot of the tones in here where you're going to see some similarities. You're going to see some differences, but it's a cool tone color story that we're focused on in this particular video. So I hope you enjoy it. During the intro, go ahead and subscribe if you're not part of the fam. Gang, okay? If you are already part of this family, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate all the love on the channel and your support. So, let go. Let's start with this palette, just because I think that we will get through comparisons really quickly because there's not as many that look alike as much as the brown shades. This taupey section, like this and this. This is like this pinky gold section. We'll compare. Now that we have golds, we might even move some of these as we go over to the gold section. And then you have these mattes that are like your mid-tone to light mattes. I mean, these are really your light mattes over here, but mid-tony, just so we can see the difference in these colors. So this is exciting. This is exciting because even if they don't look alike, you can see the differences when they're laid out like this, and it makes me feel better to know, yeah, I spent this money on these shades, but they're not the same, and I can curate my own stuff if I want to, and with different undertones, and it's fun and it's exciting, and they're different but good formula. So let's just see. So let's start in this little quadrant right here. As you can see, this kind of looks like your cool tone browns. I think I might move this one because it kind of matches one of these over here. Actually, that's what we can do. So like this section, these mid-tone cool shades here. You don't have any real warmth here except for maybe this one. And bringing this even over here doesn't really fit. Still kind of on its own, right? So that's a nice shade too. Could kind of fit here, but you can tell that this is more pink. This is more peachy leaning. This is more neutral, so that's nice. All right, so we can, these three, right? These kind of look alike, these 5. You can tell there's some differences. These 3 definitely can tell the differences, and these 4, really cool, really cool. So those are all different undertones. Your lighter blender out shades. If you kind of thought these 2 looked alike, and I think these are from the same palette. This is from the Retro Glam, or I'm sorry, this one's from the Retro Glam, and this one's from the Glam. So let's swatch both of these. Lucy from the Retro Glam and Transition from Glam. This is Retro Glam Lucy. So is there more yellow? Very similar, but this one from Glam, this one has more green from Retro Glam. You can tell a little bit of the green there. So those are the only 2 that look alike. I think I want to know that we already like looked at these. And then we'll just swatch this neutral from Biba. Has more of a beige tone. And then you have this cream. So this is a standout shade. Really, it's not in any other of the palettes that I have. Right? We might compare it to over here, but I think they're different. So those are them. And then this shade is really nice. What is this from? This is from Retro Glam. This is Faye. So at first I thought Faye looked like the other one from Retro Glam. It does have green. Let's swatch it next to it. It has more green. Let's do this little 5-piece right here. You can tell that there's different undertones here. This has more mauve. This is more pink. These two are very similar. We'll swatch those. This one has a little bit more warmth, which might match up to something like this, but that's more cool and that's more warm. So more neutral, I would say, but more warm. We can actually swatch these. This might all fit in this kind of category. These 3 and these 4. You can see these 2 kind of look alike. These 2 kind of look alike, and then these 3 sort of resemble each other. So let's swatch these 3. Glam. Or brown. These are all her matte, creamy mattes. This one feels different though. But this is from Golden. It's creamy matte. So you can see that this one is more of a neutral brown, this is more of a warm brown, and this is more of a cool mid-tone brown. Nice. So these 2 look more taupey. This is from Glam. Yeah, way more taupey, so you can tell the difference. Love that. And this is from I Need a Nude. So those 2 are very, very similar. This one has a little bit more cool tone grunge, like a little, it looks like a little green in there, but it's not green, it just looks like it. But there is a difference. Maybe this one has a little bit more like purple gray. Like that. Nice. I like, you can see that. And then these 2 have a little bit more pink. So these 2 are from I Need a Nude and I Need a Nude. From the same palette. Stone and Mesh. So that's concerning, right? Like, why do 2 shades look so much alike in the same palette? See the difference? This is Mesh and this is Stone. So that's Mesh. See if we can get another swipe on that. And this is Stone. It is deeper. So let's look at them compared to these 2. I think these 2 are definitely darker, but at least you can see them next to each other. Yeah. So those are these taupes. So we've already been through this top row. Let's go ahead and go down here. I kind of categorized some of the shades that look the same together, so it'll be easier to swatch. So you can tell that these 2 look similar here. This is Vague from I Need a Nude. It's a nice rosy brown. And then this one is Retro Glam Belle. I think this one kind of looks similar to those, but it looks a little bit more peachy. I Need a Nude Wit. Nice. I think these they're not similar, but let's just see. This is not, these two are not. They don't look like anything else. They're standout on their own. Those are fine. These three look really similar. They're matte. So let's swatch these. They're kind of peachy undertone, orangey undertoned, which are kind of giving me similar vibes, which kind of fits in with this one. So let's see what this looks like compared. This must be from, this is from my Dream palette, but I don't know what color. Ooh, so that's super duper similar to this one. It's just more peachy, which is interesting. And this is I Need a Nude. So then you have from the Xenon, this is Calm. This is a cream to powder, so that's a different formula. And it's way lighter. I mean, it is peachy. You have to kind of get past some of this film in these cream to powders. Yeah, it's lighter. But they, I mean, they all similar vibe. Let's see this one. This is Relief from Xenon. Does have more of a pinky peach vibe than straight on peach. More of a coral, honestly. Ooh, that's really pretty, right? The coral, I like that. Haven't seen a lot of coral. So let's just swatch this coral next to this pink so you can see the difference. This is Intense from the Love palette. Yeah, totally different. Might as well go on with this one. This one is from Love. This is Valentine, but it's pink. So very good. All right, that's nice. Similar vibes, but definitely different. And you can tell in the colors and the swatches. Let's go to this next row here, this row. You can just tell looking at these are lighter tones, kind of like up here, but they have a little bit more warmth to them, or should I say pink undertones to them. So let's swatch these and see what the differences are. I can just see this looks more lavender, this looks more beigey, this more peach, and this is more pinky. So let's just go. This is from the retro. This is from the retro. This is Mod. It looks white, but it definitely has a pinky violet undertone. This is from I Need a Nude. This is Fair. That has a nice beige. That's a nice blending out shade. I like that. I like that. I Need a Nude is a good palette. Love, this is First, which I think might be over here. Okay. So it does have a little bit more peach to it. And then we have Holy in Retro Glam. Or Holly, I'm sorry. Holy. More pink. Nice. I say nice because I'm so excited these don't all look totally like. So good. Did I doubt her? Maybe a little. Maybe a little. For how many shadows and palettes I have of hers, and I don't even have them all. Maybe a little. All right, this is great. Let's go down to this bottom row here. Actually, this should have fit in right here, but you can totally tell this has more beige. It's from the Golden palette. It's called Pana. It is a cream to powder, but it does have more beige. And if I guess you want to say golden, then I guess, because it is. This one was from the, what? I Need a Nude. So, and I feel like I Need a Nude goes pink. So you can see the difference there and in the swatch. Love that shade. Very good shade. And that's from the Golden, and I love the Golden palette. Let's hit up these three. I think these two look alike, but I definitely know that they have different formulas. This one just fits in here some way. So let's swatch all three. This is Go Go from Retro. This is the cream to powder. Then we have, this is from my Dream palette, but I don't know what color it is. Look at that. Very similar. This has a little bit more clay terracotta-y, where this is a little bit more cool toned. And then this is from Biba. Lighter. That's nice. That's a nice shade. It's a nice shade. So this is I Need a Nude, My Dream, and Biba. They looked a lot alike to me. Let me know what you think, but swatch-wise, not so much. I think I want to hop into this little 6-pan right here. They look different, but I just want to show you the difference in the tones. They're more of a mid-tone shimmers. Maybe like a medium deep shimmer, where these might be more deep shimmers. And they kind of have coppery like vibes. So let's see, this one is Sense from Xenon. Okay, that's really pretty. Then we have Compare It to Bronze Glomarine? I don't know. Okay, it has a little bit more red, where this is a little bit more like a pinky gold. And this one is has a little bit more red, bronze. Really pretty, both of them. Neutral bronzy shades. Let's compare it to this one. This one looks a little red too. So let's see, this is from Metropolis. This is Crest. Okay, on camera it looks kind of gold. I'm getting a little bit more coppery vibes too in the swatch. Maybe a little bit more orange. Yeah, more orange, you can tell right there. Then this one is Mace in Metropolis. It looks more golden already. Yeah, definitely more golden, but still has a coppery vibe. Like these all have that coppery undertone-y vibe and pretty warm, right? Let's see what this one looks like. This is from the Bronze. This is Palladium. I don't know. Her names be like, I know they're real words. Okay, that's more bronze for sure. Very pretty, bronzy, coppery. And then this one has to be from my Dream palette. Let's put it over here. Yeah. More of a red. More of a deep red. These are gorgeous. I just want to swatch them out. I knew they didn't look the same in the pans, but they were similar vibes. So if you like these warm mid to deep shimmers, you're gonna find these in like Metropolis and the Bronze. I want to play in these right here. These are definitely giving some similar vibes up in here. So first two that are, actually these three right here are standing out to me. These look almost identical. Identical. So we have Queen from Metropolis. We have M from I Need a Warm. Formula is a little different. This one's thicker, seems a little thicker. Metropolis is, well, maybe they are the same formula, I'm not sure. And then this is Glam Center of the Eye. Look at those. Okay. Metropolis, I Need a Warm. It is warmer. And it has more pigment. And then Glam. Nice little like champagne shimmers. Light. But they all have a similar vibe. You can use these all the same. I think the one I prefer the most is the one in the middle, which would I Need a Warm. I like Center of the Lids tone too. So these two definitely look similar. They have more of a rose gold attribute to them in the lighting. If the lighting was 100 right now. So I'm gonna stop mentioning it. The lighting's gonna be an issue. I'm sorry. Come too far to go back. This is from the Biba palette. I'm not sure what the shade is. And this is from the My Dream palette. Not sure what the shade is. My Dream, Biba. We might need to swatch these on the other side because these are all really looking super duper similar. This one has more of a darker brown undertone. This one's more goldy, but they're still kind of like rose goldy. I need lotion. Been wiping my hand, but those are these vibes right here, and they're similar, seriously. So that's kind of, they have something different, but not too much, and that's kind of disheartening because these are pretty shades, and do you need all of them? I guess if you're not gonna get all of these different palettes because they're all in different palettes, maybe you only need one or two. Okay, let's get into this quad right here. I feel these two definitely look alike. In the camera though, this looks a little bit more gold. These two have a similar vibe, just maybe a different texture. This is Love Transparent. It's like pinky. I don't know if you can tell. Compared to Sitter of the Eye and Glam. Those are definitely similar, except for Glam is more rose gold, more pink. Cool tone pink. They're different actually. This has more gold. Can tell too. More rose tone though on that one. Then these two that look similar. This is Retro Helio. The Retro Glam palette, or Retro palette, I'm sorry. Ooh, yeah, that's pretty. That's deeper for sure. Let's kind of see how it compares to this one. These two have different textures. This is from the My Dream palette. I don't know the name. More rose. More rose. Where this has a little bit more mauve. Cool tone. This is a little bit more warm. They're different. But like with this new bloom coming out, definitely something I don't need because this is enough of a blooming pink for me. But I like these tones honestly because they do have an antique-y vibe, like that goldy vibe. So if I was gonna put a pink on my eye, these are definitely gonna be the shades that I'm gonna utilize. This is definitely more of a taupey gold quad. They are different. I don't know if you can tell in the camera, but this is like a pink. This one's more taupe brown. This one's more taupe gold, true gold, and this one might be more just taupe. So let's just see. So this one is Whisper, but I need a nude. These are gonna have that cool tone vibe to them. This one's pretty. Inner Corner by Glam. I love the Glam palette, y'all. So that you can tell that's definitely taupe. Oh, then you have Glam Brow Bone. Like antique gold, cool toned gorgeousness. I love these 4 shades. And then this is I Need a Nude Turpentine. Just a little deeper, still very soft on my eyelid. That would just look like neutral wonderfulness going across the lid by itself. So those are really pretty. I love those shades. Think that they definitely all look different. They're just more neutral, mid-tone shimmer with taupe. Let's go to these more shimmery, heavy shades. Actually, these 4, let's look at this quad. Hold on, let me clean some stuff up. I know this one is different, so let's do this row. This one, it looks silvery, but it does, these really have a lot of reflex in these shades here. So this one, you can tell it has some purple to it. This one is from the Xenon Snow Bow. It has purple. I didn't realize that, but it does from the Xenon. It's really pretty, actually. To mix that in with some of those gray tones. That's a pretty shade. Okay, this is from Xenon too. This is Skift. This is the one that was like pink leaning, and we thought it was something different. Let's put it right next to, yeah. So this one's more pink, this one's more purple. I didn't realize that Snowbow looked like that. Okay, now these three definitely resemble each other just looking at them, but they do have different reflexes. These all really have more clear bases besides Snowbow from looking at it. This is Muse by I Need a Nude. This is a gorgeous shade. Look at that, toppery. Nice. This is I Need a Nude home, or I Need a Warm Homie. These are like second to the most shimmery shades that she has. We'll get into these ones, which are her most shimmery in these formula. And then this one is Golden Nebula. Oh man. The golden palette's gonna get me every time. Golden and Glam, y'all. Golden and Glam. All see-through bases with some nice shimmer reflexes. There are different tones, still that neutral shimmery vibe, which I love. This is gorgeous. Let's look at this quad right here. Same thing, neutral shimmers. I think they have a similar vibe though. This is one of my favorite colors. This is from the bronze palette. This is Bliss. Gorgeous. Look at that pink to gold. Ah, don't even have to speak on it. It's so good. Okay, let's see. This kind of looks similar. This is Love Lifetime. More gold. All right, not a duochrome. All right, then this one looks duochromy though. This is from Xenon Yama. Xenon? I just don't remember Xenon having, maybe this was the brown one that we thought was different. I like this tone though on me. Ooh, kind of, is this Xenon? Oh, I'm sorry, Zendo. I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense. Is this Zendo too? No, it's Xenon. Okay. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous to me. It has some green in here. Yes. If I make a palette, definitely these two have to go into it. Gorgeous. Then you have this one, which is Xenon Tranquil. Looks like it has a little bit more pinky red, but we'll see. Yeah, it's a little bit more coppery, but it's more like middle tone than this deep ones down here. So I think it's fine. Let's just see. Yeah. Beautiful. All right, this might be one of my favorite quads right here. Just saying. If it warm vibes for sure. Okay, let's go with the really shimmery shadows and let's get into my favorite tones, which are these darker shimmery taupey vibes. These are gonna be her most shimmery formula right here. These smoother shades, I'll call them out, like this one, which I think is frizzy. This one, yeah. But I group them in quads. So these four and these four. Let's look at the pink ones first. This one is Psychedelic Retro. Freaking crazy shade. So good. Let's see. Not much of a base, very shimmery. It's not the smoothest one. It's not the same formula as this one, which is I Need a Nude Mia. And you can see it has a little bit more cool tone vibes. On the eyes though, these are just, they look very similar on my hand. Not gonna lie. Very similar. This is the Retro Glitz. Seems like it should have more pinky gold. Yeah, a little bit more gold. Oh, you can see the shift in that. But for it to be such a sheer base, to have that shift is gorgeous. And then this is the shimmery formula too. This is Sheen. This is kind of like Mia. Let me see if I wipe off my hands. Okay, my camera had stopped on me, so hopefully we're good. But I know we were on Sheen in the I Need a Nude palette. So let's just swipe that. It's a very smooth shimmer, this one, like Mia. And it's more shimmery. It's really pretty on the lid by itself. It has more of a rose gold vibe. So those are those. Let's look at these golds, shimmers. So we have Flutter by Retro Glam. This one has more pigment than like Sheen. Really pretty. Champagne-y type gold. So it kind of resembles some of the ones down here, to be honest with you. This is where I'm seeing a lot of repetitiveness in these shimmers. Golden is Kava. Ooh, but it's so shimmery, so pretty. This is a different texture though. I think Kava is different than Mia. It might be by like Mia, honestly. Then we have, no, Frizzy is like Mia. You can tell by the back of the packaging as well. That gold. So the golds look a little different. They're still gold. And then this is Nev by Xenon. This one is going to be more silvery based. So those are your super duper like shimmery shades from Natasha Denona, like glitter shimmery, but there's no glitter. But that's the effect that it kind of gives. When it's on the eye, definitely in the sunlight. Okay, let's get into this taupey section, which is my favorite. Just gonna swatch these, some that kind of look similar, and see what we come up with. Let me see if I can move some things. Okay, this may be the closest in regards to getting quad. These are more of your coppery goldy type shades, so let's see. This is Metropolis Shield. It's really pretty. Has some green, ooh, green bronze, like antique bronze. This is gorgeous. But that's what we expect out of Metropolis, that type of tone. Let's see what this one looks like, because I think these two look more similar. This is Metropolis Noble. It looks kind of has a little green undertone, but it is deeper, more taupe vibes, a little bronze. Similar, but so good. This is Golden Various, I think. Look at, these are my shades, like literally. It still kind of looks like it has a little green. But it is definitely bronzy, kind of has some dualness to it. So good. This is I Need a Warm Hanker. Yeah, very similar. These two are very similar. I think this was Golden and this is Warm. And these two are Metropolis. These are all very similar vibes. But you can tell that there are some differences on the eyes. Are they going to look that different? I don't know, but I don't care because I love those shades. Let's do these two. They're deeper. Maybe this quad right here. Actually, let's swatch these two next to these because I think these are going to have more of a purpley undertone with a little brown. This is Ella, I Need a Nude. Yeah, you can see it has a little bit more taupe. It's not as thick, which I like the formulas of these ones better. And it's a little bit more mid-tone. Okay, and then let's swatch. This is from my Dream palette. It is thicker. A little deeper, but very similar. These are just up my alley. They're just so pretty to me. Definitely these are just classy. I'm surprised not one of those are glam, but maybe one of these 4 are glam. So I think I'm gonna take off these 4. Shades are more sheeny, obviously, not as shimmery in texture. Okay, let's look at these 4. So this, oops. A little bit more gray, antique-y, taupey vibes. This is from Glam, Center of Lid. Yeah, definitely more gray taupe there. Then we have from Retro Glam, Oscar. I love this color. Ooh. That's nice. That's like a taupe, gold, grungy beautifulness. I love that color. Okay, then we have, let's see, Jude, I'm sorry, from Retro. Okay, that definitely has more berry taupey vibes. And then this last one is from Glam, Outer Eyelid. Why? I told you I love the Glam palette. These, it's gonna be deeper taupe. But it fits in with this whole vibe. These have just a little bit more berry to them. And this is more cool tone taupe gray. Ooh. So good. Okay, this final little quad. These look more taupey, darker shimmers. So this is from Retro Glam. This is Maxi. I really like the Retro Glam palette, y'all, too. I ain't gonna lie. Look at that gunmetal-y type shade. I love it. This is Retro Glam. This is Jazzy. Even deeper. That gunmetal, stop, love it. This one looks like it has a little bit more gold. This might be from Glam. Yeah, Glam Outer Lid. Look at that. It's the antique vibes for me. And then this is from Yucca Elysian. This one's definitely way more shimmer than the other ones. Still very, very smooth. Dark, but like bright at the same time, which is fantastic. All right, y'all, let me know what you think of this first canvas. I think that this was very interesting. I think we have the most similarities down here for sure. In your shimmers up here as well, being able to decipher the difference. Also in your taupey shimmers, just because they are similar, but they're not exact, but I love them. This is my vibe right here, this whole section. These mattes were really, really nice. I love that they all look different. We had some comparable ones, but not too much from what you would expect or think just by looking at this board, how close or how different that they actually swatch. So I'm really excited, very excited to get into the second canvas. This is your lighter tones besides these deeper shades in here and more cool tones. So we're definitely going to hop into the more warm tones and compare these as well. So yeah.